I was very aware of a lot of these athletes going broke. When I first got into the NBA, I started investing in
I'm here with 13-year NBA veteran Anthony Tolliver, and today I'm challenging him to a game of horse. And to make it fair, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use 10 of these handicaps that he doesn't know what they are, they're a secret, and I'm gonna hope that it completely throws off your game.
Hopefully it does, for your sake.
For my sake. Anthony is a serial investor in companies like Airbnb, Turo, SpaceX. He's a co-founder of multiple companies, including an athletic apparel company and a fishing rod manufacturer that's on the shelves of Walmart. He owns millions of dollars in real estate, and during the game, I'm gonna uncover the unconventional money moves that Anthony made that most athletes never do that set up him and his family up for life after basketball. All on this episode of Adventures with Millionaires. This is so cool. Hi. Surprise. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Janine.
Nice to meet you.
Is this the order that you played? Do you have them in order?
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
in order. So obviously at Creighton first. Did not get drafted, but I got picked up by the Spurs, then by the Warriors, signed with Minnesota for 2 years, went to Atlanta, went to Memphis, and finished in Philly.
What a cool experience though. So many places, so many teams.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. All right, let's start the game. You get to pick the handicap based on the names. Typical game of horse, but because I'm not as good as banking shots, if I get it in, whether it's off the backboard or whatever, we're just gonna call that good.
Absolutely.
But you get to pick the handicap, and I get to choose when I wanna use them. I think right now we should do a little bit of warm up, because some of us need to warm up.
Hey, I need to warm up too.
Oh no.
I'm getting old.
No. Old.
Oh, heads up. See? Yeah. Oh, good shot.
Let's go, first shot, let's go. Will never happen again. I did ask ChatGPT, how can I beat a former NBA player at basketball? And it gave me some pointers that I'm gonna definitely try today.
Yeah, I love it. I'm gonna be practicing all kinds of stuff. Eyes closed, everything.
Everything? He's still practicing.
Eyes closed. Let's get it.
Oh man, you have a really interesting story, which I love, and I'm really excited for people to get to learn more about you. I think you were on the path to med school before you chose basketball, and then you got into business.
Correct.
Can you tell me more about that journey and why you decided to make that pivot?
Going into college, I wanted to go to Creighton so that I could pursue medicine. And I knew that I wanted to play basketball at the highest level for sure, but I felt like Creighton was the perfect combination for both, where I could pursue basketball and my passion to become a pediatrician. So I wanted to be a kid doctor and be looking down and say, hey, little guy. After a couple years at Creighton, started to realize that I felt like the basketball side could be pretty good. And, with some good work, hard work, I could do something with that, even if it was overseas, even if it was something else, I just didn't know. And so I just decided to pivot into the business world and go into finance and do some of those things so that whenever I hopefully came into a couple dollars that I would know a little bit more what to do with it. Family didn't really have anything. I was like, it's gonna be up to me to figure it out and to make great decisions so that I don't become another statistic, and that was really important to me. So that's why I changed from pre-med to business, and it worked out.
That's so cool. You had a lot of foresight, I think.
Yeah. This is something that, I decided if I was going to be the first generation of Tolliver to be in a great financial position, that I wasn't going to screw it up.
I call that a trailblazer.
Yeah.
Someone who blazes the trail for their family and generations to come. Okay.
Ooh, one-handed.
One-handed.
Ooh. Oh. So now I choose. I'm going to go sniper mode right off the rip.
That's like the one I'm most nervous of you not liking me after this interview. Okay.
Hey, we might as well go for it.
Let's go for it. I love that about you, but you're definitely gonna need to wear this. Sniper mode. I get to shoot at you.
That's cool.
Now, I'm not gonna shoot you point blank because that's mean, but I am gonna try to aim for your face.
Well, I'm just gonna go straight on right here. Ready?
1, 2, 3. It worked.
That's awesome.
Oh man, that's awesome. I gotta take my time.
Okay, bait and switch.
This one, you don't shoot with a basketball. Bait and switch. And then if you make it, I have to make it too.
Right here. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, I have to focus and I have to make some shots here.
Hey.
Rim.
All right, gender reveal.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
It's a boy! Oh, he made it! He made it! Dang it!
Yes, finally.
No! All right, you got an H. You got an H.
All right.
So now you have the advantage. I do? No, he has an H.
No, you have an H.
I have an H. I have an H. According to a Yahoo Finance article, 80% of pro athletes go broke after retirement. You had the foresight to invest and use the NBA as the vehicle for financial freedom for you well beyond the game. How did you have the foresight to do that? And what do you recommend for someone who might be at their job and like want to leverage that
When
too?
I first got into the NBA, even before playing in the NBA, I was very aware of a lot of these statistics about athletes going broke, athletes not managing their money well. So I just decided from the day one, as soon as I got a little bit of money, I started investing in real estate. First year, if I don't have another contract or whatever, at least I have something to show for it. And so I just kept that same mindset. For 14 years, I'm gonna invest enough into things that will hopefully produce enough for my family to be able to grow. And we just never allowed our lifestyle to get too big.
The lifestyle creep.
Correct, and so even whenever I would sign larger contracts, me and my wife, we were very intentional about, we might do an extra vacation this year, that's awesome, but we're not gonna do things that aren't sustainable for the long term just because I'm making a little bit more money this year.
Yeah.
It wasn't about a new car, another house, it wasn't about those things. It was all about the nest egg and being able to build a portfolio that could sustain for the rest of our lives.
Yeah. So no 5 Lamborghinis for you.
No, 0 Lamborghinis, just one car.
Yeah.
It's nice, I got a Tesla
Yeah.
X, you know, my wife has a Lincoln, that's it. Like
Yeah.
we don't need more than one. We can get where we need to go. Where we spend our money is vacation. We love to go on vacation. We love to create experiences for our kids. Those are all things that are super important to us.
I think travel is the best money spent. So do you go first or now because you sunk it?
Yes.
That's how we go, okay.
Yeah. Trust shot.
Trust shot. Well, this one you've been practicing, so it shouldn't be any surprise that I was gonna blindfold you.
Okay, respect.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. She has to make some shots.
Uh-oh.
Missed it.
Got lucky. Let's go with make it rain.
All right. We got the money gun. Choose your shot.
How about this? I'm going right here.
I have to be really distracting. Okay, ready? Money gun came in clutch. Came in clutch.
This is way, way harder. I just missed a 4-foot shot.
You have played for multiple teams in the NBA. What is one business lesson that the NBA taught you?
No one owes you anything. It took me several years in the NBA to really figure that out. I feel like after a few years in the league, it started to feel like, hey, I've proven myself. I've shown you guys that I can do everything that I said I can do. I just remember having a conversation with a mentor of mine and he was like, the NBA doesn't owe you anything. He said, and no one owes you anything. You have to go earn it, and you have to go work. No one's gonna hand you anything. And to me, I think that goes with all of business. You know, even if you feel like you've put in the time and effort and the work, if you get looked over for a promotion or whatever it may be, they don't owe it to you.
Yeah.
Hopefully you get it, but if they don't, then you just gotta keep working.
Nope.
Oh!
It felt a little off, but I got it. we'll just look.
Oh!
You got an H. You got an H. Okay, so
All right.
I'm not gonna lose completely. I mean, I'm still gonna lose. I love that you have a really close relationship with your mom. I also lost my rock in my family, my dad, when I was in college as well. So we have that in common, but she actually was the one who started investing in real estate. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
You know, the first of about every month, my mom would say, hey, let's get in the car. or going across town. There's a little house that she used to own, or that she did own. I didn't really know what that meant at the time, but she'd go there and collect checks and she'd collect rent. And so growing up, owning another house or having another house that brought in income was just my normal. Like, that's all I knew. That's what you do when you're an adult, is you have a house that is not the house you live in where people pay you rent. And so it just became very much a part of my future thought process of how I was gonna build out anything in any of my businesses. And so I decided to go pretty heavily into real estate as I became more and more secure on the financial side and through basketball. So great model for me to see. You know, she didn't have 12 or 15 or 30 units. She had one.
Yeah.
But it was enough to spark that interest in me.
That's so cool. Real estate investor, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about that.
Big time.
Really
Big time.
cool story. You first started in real estate 16 years ago, which is pretty amazing.
Yep.
Can you talk us through your first deal?
There's a house in Springfield, Missouri, where I'm from. I was able to save up a couple pennies. I was able to buy a house. I believe I bought it for $94,000. I think I overpaid a little bit at the time, but it wasn't about the deal. It was about getting in. It was about just pulling the trigger, doing something, and getting in the game. And so I still own that house today. I have no desire to sell it anytime soon. Probably will be the one house that I might not ever sell.
Yeah.
Just because
it
means a lot to me, and I'll always remember the address and everything else, just because it was the very first property I was able to buy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Let's do the wet noodle. No clue what that was. Ooh.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good, that's good.
You just went right over me and slipped it.
I prepare for Anthony Davis, Giannis Antetokounmpo, all those guys, so like that's...
Yeah, you've got some skills. I don't know, that's probably why you're in the NBA for 13 years, which is pretty cool, because your story is that you weren't drafted either, and like to play for 13 years, isn't that like really not common?
Very not common. I believe somebody did research on it. How many people have been undrafted and played 10 plus years? That's very few. And then you keep going up, 11, 12, 13 years. The list is pretty small.
That's very cool. Where did you shoot from?
From about right here.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
Here?
Yeah, you can scoot up. Yep, there you go. Up and through.
Up and through.
Up and through. Hold your follow through.
Nope.
Not bad, not bad. The power forward.
Before we reveal the power forward, we should do another question. Faith is a huge part of your journey. Obviously, God's provided a lot and it's a big part of your life. But like that crazy God moment financially, have you ever had like something supernatural happen, a supernatural provision?
Big Blanket, bigblanket.com
Yeah, so
is
cool.
a deal that I've done with one of my best friends, and did Bible study with a guy. He had an idea, he told him, he told me, and it just turned into, yeah, sure, like I'll invest, right? With no expectation. Like I was like, it'd be cool. Honestly, I'm gonna invest this money, but it'd just be cool to have some really awesome big blankets.
Yeah.
And we ended up having a partial exit there, and I ended up about 80xing my money.
That's amazing.
Which is
so good.
Just another, like, can't explain those types of deals. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but exceptional deal that turned out to be a phenomenal deal for me. It's still actually my highest grossing deal to date, besides NBA.
Yeah. I call this the Tolliver.
Oh my God. This is good. I like it.
Yes!
Oh man.
What's something or an investment that you made that just went south, didn't go as planned, and how did you navigate it?
2024 was not the greatest financial year for me and my family. Specifically, let's just go back even further to our first real estate deal that we lost on. All the numbers lined up, the timing lined up, the neighborhood was perfect. Everything literally on paper and throughout the project was exactly how we thought it should be. On paper, we put in $1 million, it was worth $1.4 million.
Yeah.
Period. There should be no reason why we should ever lose money in this deal. And we did. The market shifted on us and things just didn't go well. And there was nothing that we could do about it. The biggest lesson we learned from that was, you know what? Even if all the numbers say yes, if everything looks perfect, like you could still lose. There's nothing guaranteed. I guess that's the biggest thing we learned.
Yeah. All right, let's try to make a shot.
All right, let's do it.
I'm losing so bad. Okay, I'm gonna take your coaching tip and go higher.
Ooh, that was a good looking shot.
Close. It was close.
Let's do, oh, we're running out. We only got a couple more left.
We can go back to some favorites.
We're gonna have to double up on a few.
I think we are.
Walk the plank.
Okay, you have to shoot with one eye covered,
Okay.
one hand,
Okay.
and the pirate hat is just for fun.
Respect.
I mean, these are working. I just can't land a shot. You do look really cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh man, now, holy crap. Left hand, left eye covered up. This is something. All right, here we go. Oh, that felt good too.
How many kids do you have? You have 4?
4 kids. When they're younger, we try to just teach them super basic things like, hey, delayed gratification. It's if you're able to save for a period of time, you actually will be able to afford something that's bigger. Like my oldest, he has an investment account and starting to like teach him, hey, if you save enough money and you invest your money can make money.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is sweet. Like, so he'll forget about it for 6 months, come back and is like, wow, you know, that $100 made $10 or whatever it may be. We're very open and honest about, hey, you gotta give back, right? And so that's a huge piece of what we do, especially to our local church, but also our kids have gotten into philanthropy.
Yeah.
And so they've just raised over $60,000 over this past year for a water well in Africa. We did not ask them to do it. We did not tell them to do it, but we inspired them to do it themselves, and they were able to do it in less than a year.
Dang.
They've raised enough to do a whole water well.
That's insane. How encouraging, because people, I think the number one thing that stops people from investing is like, I don't have the money. But look at your kids. They're raising money for a well on their own. In a year, raised over $60,000. You can do anything.
Yeah.
I heard you say once that you don't want to be a lake, you want to be a river. Can you explain what that means?
When money comes in the door, I don't want the money just to come in and just stack and build and have no effect on anybody else. A lake is a place where the water goes and it sits. A river, it flows through it. And so for us, we want to be men and women. When we are financially blessed, of course, we need to take care of ourselves and take care of the things that we have obligations for. As we are blessed, we want to be a blessing. I'm gonna go bait and switch. This is a shot I should be able to make, right?
Yes.
All right, right here.
Okay.
Yes.
Nope, HOR. HOR.
Bring the power forward back out.
Power forward. Coming back. There we go. Oh!
Jeez!
No!
Okay, head over hoops.
This one's fun. Simple.
Yep.
You'll know what to do when you put them on.
Oh wow, what the world? It'd be really cool if you guys could actually get a view of what this looks like on camera. How am I gonna shoot this? All right, I'm just gonna go for it.
Oh, he's going by gut right there. Oh, air ball!
Okay, that one's the worst so far. We might need to bring that sniper mode back in a minute.
Oh, nope.
Oh,
I felt that slip off the nail.
well, let's pull.
So this is like skeet shooting, where I yell pull, you shoot, I'm gonna try to hit your ball out of the air.
Oh, respect. Let's go.
Pull! Oh! It did work though.
You know what? I'm gonna try this. I feel like I gotta make this. It's basically a blind shot, so I'm gonna go ahead and try it again from the same spot. All right, here we go.
Oh! No,
Did I make it?
Yeah, you did. You did. Yeah, that was a clean shot. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Yeah, that's incredible.
HORS. Which one do you want to do?
Sniper mode.
Oh man.
How we started.
How we started is how you want to finish.
Absolutely.
Do you think your kids would like this? We can leave it for you.
Not my kids, me. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Oh wow, that hit me right in the neck.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. Oh, that. I was like about to go into my shot, like kink. I'm like, oh.
It's perfect.
It worked how it was supposed to. Ooh, boy.
Backwards, don't look.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna look. I'm gonna see if I can make this happen, all right?
Okay.
Did I make that?
Yeah, just give me, yeah, you did. So I did try this shot, and I have video footage of it when I was practicing, and it hit the rim and nailed me in the head. It has to be a miracle shot for me.
Just nice and easy, flow it up, follow through still.
Oh, was it close? Was I close?
1 inch this way, that's in.
Well, let's be honest. We knew you were gonna win anyway, so it's right.
You got me an H though.
I did. I didn't, it wasn't a complete failure. Okay, I have a few more questions that we can end this interview on. One is, you've been married over a decade, and a lot of people ask me, how do you work with your spouse towards building wealth? So do you have like top 3 tips to work with your spouse on building wealth together?
Communication, I think, is the #1 thing that you have to do well in order to have a healthy marriage, but also build wealth. One thing I've seen a lot of people do that has helped them to become very successful is including their spouse in their business, right? Being strategic with each other is actually maybe the biggest secret to becoming a power couple in the financial world, because now you have 2 instead of 1 working towards the same goal.
Some rapid fire questions, and I guess I'll start with, is it better to pass on money or knowledge?
Knowledge. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Money will absolutely find a way out of your pockets if you don't know what to do with it. I've seen money ruin people's lives. Most people think, oh, if I get a bunch of money, like my life's good.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it works. The fulfillment of earning the money versus just receiving it is 100-fold.
Yeah, that's cool. So much knowledge and gold in that. I hope you guys listen to that one. What do you think is the #1 business skill that someone needs to be successful?
Sales.
Boom! I end every episode with this question. If you lost everything tomorrow, what are 3 things you would do to become a millionaire again?
Step #1 is to get in the room with as many people that have opportunities as possible. I would probably find a way to dive into different types of real estate that require either little money or no money down, that would just require hard work, and then just lean into my faith. And with those 3 things, like,
Unstoppable.
there's no doubt I'm making $1 million again.
I love that.
Yep.
Thank you so much for
course.
playing with me.
Of
I
course.
mean, you slayed me, but and I'm so glad I got to know you more, and this has been awesome. Be sure to check out some of the links below, you guys, because he's got some incredible things he's doing. I'm gonna put all the links to all your companies. Like, I just love everything. Go check out those links. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want more epic adventures and challenges like this. Thanks so much.
Absolutely.